Currently getting some vitamin D here in North Carolina, and today I'm gonna actually hook up the mic here in a minute, but today we're gonna do a video on basically a review on my time here with rail transport. So, all right, testing out the new microphone, guys. Got the rig in the back, as you can see right there, chilling. So I've been meaning to make one of these videos for a while now, honestly, but I was just kind of waiting for my 1 year mark. A little bit about myself. I've been with rail for, I want to say, like a year and a half now. I just finished my contract today, actually. So I'm sitting at about like 121,000 miles. So it was a lot of work, but it feels good. It feels good because now it's kind of like an ease, like a weight's kind of been lifted and stuff. So this video is just going to be basically off the top of my head, guys. I don't have any script written out or any like things written out, any topics. So I'm just going to throw out some information out there on how my experience has been so far, and we're just going to dive right into everything. So let's get on with it here. We'll talk about some pros. One of the pros about this job is there is potential to see different places. You could be in a state one day and like 4 states away the next. This job has allowed me to see a lot of different states that I've never really seen and that I've kind of dreamed about seeing. Like, I've never been to Ohio since I worked here. I've never been to Wisconsin since I worked here. I've never been to really, well, where else? PA. Never really been to PA. I think Carlisle once, but it's crazy. So I definitely love the traveling aspect of the job. The traveling part makes it really cool. Just different changing environments, like especially when you go down to Florida or something like that. I guess another pro is they gave me a brand new truck, honestly. So I'm very grateful. Freightliner Cascadia, very nice equipment, guys. Rail has really nice equipment. I mean, they got the EPUs or APUs, whatever you want to call them, so you don't have to fully idle the truck at night when you're sleeping, which helps. They have a nice sound system in there. Being a company driver, you don't have to worry about like any maintenance. Like, I've had numerous tire blowouts in the last like couple weeks and just crazy PC issues, guys, to where it's to the point where it's pretty stressful, but it's not really, it's not coming out of my pocket directly, even though I am losing, some hours in certain situations for being stuck. I still don't have the responsibility to pay for it, which is nice, and that goes for fuel as well. For everybody who's new coming on to rail, or yeah, we'll make this rail specific. You get free showers at the truck stops, guys. Every time you're fueling up, you're getting incentives to do so. If you're worried about showers and stuff at this company, you shouldn't even really be worried about any of that because you're going to be covered and it's free. I'm going to talk about the routing, guys. So I'm on the Craft Northeast fleet right now. So I basically have a dedicated route and I visit the same places like every week. So I got to tell you right now, like, I am super grateful and content with the account that I have because, like, I'm very familiarized with the roads now. I'm familiar with the customers, guys. Like, I know the loads, the tandem, where the tandems need to be most of the time. So I'm happy that I chose this account and not flatbed, which I was originally thinking about doing from the start. So yeah, definitely the routing is awesome. And most of the customers that we go to, guys, it's literally right off the highway, like right off the interstate. And same with the fuel stops. Like, you get off to get fuel for the rig, the fuel stop is literally like 2 miles off the highway. With every job, you're going to have your pros and you're going to have your cons. So let's go ahead and get into the cons, shall we? First thing I want to talk about, I can't be like, oh yeah, well, I'm leaving rail like right now because this, and they screwed me and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's not even, this video is not made to point fingers. I'm just being directly, completely, totally honest with you guys. There's some things that bother me here. One of those things being the trucks have cameras in them, right? So obviously, if you're doing the right thing, you're not going to have to worry about it. Sometimes you're going to pick up random recordings. and then you got to explain yourself. So I love my Cascadia. I love the Cascadia. Yeah, I'm talking about you right there. But I will say, guys, the trucks are pretty slow. Um, you don't really need to go that fast on a semi, anyways. But it would be nice in some areas, like on 95 going to Florida, if you could keep up with the speed. Like at least 68, 70 miles per hour on 95. The trucks are slow. They're governed at 65. When you have a huge load on, heavy load, it's hard to get up to speed. It's pretty dangerous at times. Detention pay. I think this is a good topic to discuss. Most of the time, I'm running, even when I have a live load or an unload. Like, I'm not really held up for more than I'm not held up for more than like 2 hours at a time, give or take. But detention pay, I think it's just a total. It's BS. I'm saying that because when you get to a dock, you're on time and everything. You literally have to wait 2 hours. You have to wait two free hours that you're not getting paid before detention pay starts kicking on. So that kind of like gets to me sometimes. I mean, yeah, you're still making money after the 2 hours, but still, you get there and you're literally sitting 2 hours. You're not driving, so you're not making money. So that kind of bothers me as well. This one, obviously, before you start your sign a contract, I should have looked more into this before I agreed on the contract. I probably wouldn't have been able to get anything else, but um, a lot of people ask me, like what thing I dislike the most about this. Like, it's either a tie between the what I dislike about trucking. It's either a tie between like dealing with stressful situations all day, whether it be drivers, customers, other truckers, whatever it may be. But I have to say that it would be either between that, and I have to throw out the home time there. Now, some fleets get like 48 hours on the weekends off, but I get 34 hours on this fleet, and guys, for me, it's not enough time. And it honestly bothers me like every weekend. But I will say that my fleet manager is really chill. Like, I have a pretty good fleet manager to the point where, like, if I get home late, and yes, it's going to happen. You are going to get home late. You are going to miss events sometimes. It's going to happen. That's just trucking. All right. So I will say that when I do get home late, she'll work with me and, give me, if I need extra time, I can get extra time. So I'm grateful in that sense. But I will say that 34-hour reset on the weekends is not enough home time. Covered everything that I thought was, you know, important information that I can like convey to you guys. So I will say that, yeah, I've been here. I'm probably going to be here for a bit longer, and I have some plans and stuff, which is good. So this job will lead me to get, certain things and put me into other places that I really want to be in. But I will just straight up throw this out in conclusion. Um, this job is harder than I thought. Like, and I'm gonna be honest with you, like even still now, like it's a tough job. Um, you're gonna work. There's gonna be days where you're working like 14-hour days. I'm just telling you that right now. There's gonna be days you're working 14-hour days. There's gonna be days where you gotta drive like 550 plus miles to make the deliveries. Um, the delivery times can be very strict, for live unloads and stuff. So there's some things that that I didn't think was going to be, too much of an issue. But I will say this right now: if you guys are coming into this and you think you're going to just make the money without hustling and working pretty hard, you're going to find out. And let me tell you right now, like when you work 14-hour days, it's super draining. Not even 14-hour days. Like I did what, 12, maybe 12 and a half today, and I'm pretty tired, honestly. So it's very draining. Um but I try to split up here and home. I make sure when I get home that I have enough energy to do what I want to do, but um it's tough. I came into this thinking it was going to be cake. You just drive, and even though, it is draining and stuff, I mean, it's still rewarding. It's motivating. Like you're like, geez, I just drove like 500 today, or I got to do 550 tomorrow, like whatever, like even 400, But then you see the pay, and you're like, okay, like this is definitely, this is good. It motivates me, But find your happy median. Like for me, I'm not really a overachiever. So like there's been weeks where I had 3,000 miles, and there's been weeks where I've had like 1,500 miles. And to be honest with you, like I know my amount of miles every week that I like to get. It's just beneficial for me. I don't really have to like, I'm not really striving to be like this super trucker. Oh yeah, I got 3,500 miles a week, blah blah blah. No. And I know my happy place, and that's what you guys need to find. When you do that, you'll everything will be, much easier. Very easy to get into situations, guys. I could talk about this for hours, but when you get out there, just take your time. Like honestly, I know it's gonna be days you're gonna rush and stuff, but take your time. It's easy to hit stuff. Like you could check your mirrors, there'll be nothing there, and then you check them again. There's like a car that's right there. Back in between trucks could be stressful. Just get out, or just go very slow, very slow. Ask for help. Um, I have so much advice. If there's anything you guys want to see specifically, I know this is not really trucking channel, but I wanted to make this video for you guys, for all the people who are curious. But yeah, anyways, that's all I really have off the top of my head. Been wanting to film this for a while now, so I'm glad that I, got to film this for you guys. I got the new mic, peep the new mic, so I'm gonna be using this a lot. And yeah, that's it. If this does good, I'll probably make more trucking videos. But other than that, I focus on my car a lot when I'm home and everything. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like down below. If you're in the trucking industry, drop a comment. Uh, what company, how long you've been doing it, and be sure to subscribe for more content, guys. Like I said, if this video does good, and I'm happy I made it, but if it does good, I'll make another one or something. Maybe I'll make a video on how much I make, and I will see you guys all soon. Signing out. It's time for bed.